Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to Citizen Sleeper. And in the last episode, guys, we were able to expand our exploration of the Eye to not just the physical station, but the cloud as well. But we quickly discovered that digitally, it's just as dangerous as in the physical world because we encountered an entity, maybe some sort of countermeasure, this world's version of Ice from Shadowrun. But we were able to get out of there before anything really bad happened to us. However, we were able to make a friend over at the Overlook Bar, so we are making some progress. And it looks like Sabine is going to acquire the stabilizers in the next cycle. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to have any more visions and dreams? No. Okay. Don't have a whole lot of good dice, unfortunately, but... As you close up, a voice echoes down the corridor towards you. Sleeper, wait up! Turn. Fang is coming down the corridor towards you, a wonky grin on his broad face. Hey, glad I caught you. Do I know you? He grins. You do now. He puts a hand on your arm. I've seen you hanging around. Just want to chat. You staying in that thing? He nods back to the container, shaking his head. Rough. It can be hard to get a start on the Eye. He looks away down the passage. What is it old Erlen said? The Eye opens for us all. Nice idea, but, well, not always very practical. He glances back at you. We do our best, but it isn't easy. Erlen. You pass together into the main walkway. Oh, no one's told you about Erlen. Well, he's the founder of this place. That's why it bears his name. Haven Age should organize some seminars. Not really my department, though. I'm with Systems. Systems? Everything the Eye runs on. He runs a hand along the passage wall. This place is a ruin, but Systems keeps it spinning somehow. At least we try to. He stops you in the quiet passage. Look, that's not what I'm here to discuss. I saw you around, and well, I know a little about you sleepers. I have a little proposition for you. He glances around. But, well, this is not the place for it. I have an office just across the way. Give me a cycle or two to prepare, then when you're settled, stop by. He lowers his voice and gives you a dark look. In truth, I need you. If what they say is true about you sleepers, well, there's work to be done. He pats you on the back, his voice bright, his dark look suddenly gone. Stay clean, sleeper. He walks off down the passage, raising a hand in farewell. Well, that's not suspicious at all. Hey, okay, we're gonna get our stabilizers. Huzzah. Well, we do need food. But we need to go ahead and head to Dragos' yard. Manual salvage, hull, dissection. Risky or safe, huh? Let's go ahead and go risky. Yeah, I think we're definitely going to be able to get this done before Dragos' dead is called in. And got a little bit of coin as well. Now I got to be careful with what we actually do here. Can't do anything over at the shipyard. Risky, yeah. I don't know about that. Let's go talk to Sabine. The first thing you see on entering is the glint of Toshihiro's implants, like a cat's eyes in the dark of the corridor. He nods you in as you arrive at Sabine's door. The entryway is still dark, and you push through the sheeting into the surgery. I have it. Sabine stands with a case open in front of them, a set of vials lined up inside, separated by foam inserts. They pick one up, rotating it in the warm light. I have no idea how Yadigan... They trail off. We should treat this with caution. It looks authentic, but I have no idea if it really is what it appears to be. So I'm the test case. That does seem to be the case. Unfortunately, I'm not sure we have another choice. They gesture for you to sit on the bed. The stabilizer works under a similar principle of an immunosuppressant in a transplant operation, in that it stops your body from rejecting the unfamiliar part of itself. In the case of your frame, the unfamiliar part is each of your biosynthetic organ groups, which over time are identified by your body as foreign material and therefore must be eliminated. Sabine holds up a vial of the would-be stabilizer. However, unlike an immunosuppressant, the stabilizer doesn't do this by limiting your entire immune system. Instead, it re-encodes your biosynthetic organs with new protein chains which act as passcodes within your immune system. The stabilizer refreshes those passcodes, keeping your frame from rejecting all of its own organs. Passcodes. In very basic terms, yes. Look, what matters here is that the stabilizer should be able to encode any organic and biosynthetic matter to be accepted by your immune system. They glance away. At least if the stabilizer is genuine. The only way to know for sure is to inject the vial. They begin readying the syringe. I will start with a small dose, to limit the risk. Okay. Let's do it. Sabine cracks the glass neck of the stabilizer vial and uses a syringe to extract a fraction of the liquid. They tap the syringe, and you watch as if any sign might emerge from the clear liquid. You barely feel the needle, your frame registering the initial injection, but with little response. A sensation begins to spread from the site, a fizzing, trembling wave that disperses through your arm with incredible speed. Your vision goes white, and when it returns, Sabine appears encased in shards of sparkling light that slowly fade into darkness as you settle back against the bed. You swim in darkness, muffled noises, like an argument heard from underwater, prickling waves of cold. When you sit back up, Sabine is sitting in a chair by the window, facing away from you, backlit by the glow of their slate. Awake? What happened? The stabilizer is genuine. They sit down beside the bed. I don't know how Yadigan acquired a case of this stuff, but they did. Sabine looks troubled, distracted. You should rest some more, but you're going to have to do that somewhere else. They gesture to the door. I have other patients. Sorry. Sabine nods toward the case. I'm afraid I can't offer you any more doses. You're going to need to pay for your next dose. Silence fills the room and they return to their glowing slate. Looking around the room, it seems different somehow, as if things have moved or shifted. You wonder how long you've been out. Sabine? Nothing comes free, sleeper. Remember that. You manage to get to your feet and wander out into the hallway. The queue stretches down the flickering corridor. Toshiro stands impatiently by the door and fixes you with a glare as you leave. You lower your eyes as you stumble past, somehow faintly aware of the station spinning beneath you. Hey, look at that. Cool. Well, we know where to acquire the goods if need be. Now we can spend 15 cryo and get some more fungus, which we may do, because we definitely need those dice. Food is kind of an absolute, to tell you the truth. Let's see what's going on over the Overlook. bar shift. Tala is as good as her word and happy to throw a shift or two your way. The pay isn't great, but tips can make all the difference. Oh. The overlooked clientele can be a tough crowd, but you have Tala's backing, and that means a lot. So we got a job here if we want it. Oh, so much to do. Now we can't do that anymore. That's going to keep on going. Engineer. Let's go ahead and... This is where we kind of shine. Keynode. Data here is part of a cache tucked away during the collapse. Who hid this and for what purpose? We can definitely do that one. We can match that input too. So that's we had Keynode. Got another agent here. Get some data extraction. I think we need a little bit of money. So maybe this one. Well, actually, let's find one that we can spend our 1 dice on. That's actually probably smarter, I would say. Extract that data. Neutral outcome, 1 encrypted key. Cool. I mean, we can actually go into some of these areas now, can't we? Alright. So... yeah, the sealed lock. Ooh. 2 maglocks seal the entryway to this dock. It doesn't look like anyone has been here in years. Okay, we got that one. Was there one over here? No. And then we got that section. Let's do it. 1 maglock. 2 maglock. Now what do we do? On to the next one. Action complete. So I guess we leave. Neo-Vend 33, a mysterious machine. Oh, that looks awesome. As you slip inside the sealed dock, a pulsing light grabs your attention. Among the discarded tubing and rusted plates, a machine flickers with a warm glow. Let's look around at everything before we approach the machine. You don't know when this place was sealed, but from the state of the outer doors high above, it must have been decades ago. In this dark, cavernous space, debris sits in every corner, along with the traces of rough sleepers, although none of it seems recent. Looking past this layer of decay, you see the now faded messages, symbols, and logos of the Eye's original corporate owners still glinting in the shadows. Among all this, the warm glow of the machine seems to be the only sign of life. As you get closer, you recognize the machine's blocky shape, settled into an alcove in the side of the dock. A kind of upright cabinet, it's covered in faded logos and messages, from which you assume it was once an industrial vendor, intended to dispense and manufacture ship fittings and other mechanical parts necessary for the regular running of freight and resource extraction vessels. The manufacturer is listed as Neo-Vend, and you remember an advert from long ago, squeezed among all the off-world recruitment drives that assaulted every planet-born citizen, which chirpily sang that name over and over. You wipe a layer of dust from the cracked screen, thinking of those contractors squeezed by their own corporate employers to pay for every bit of minor maintenance on their rented ships. "Enter your registration," chirps a pre-recorded message, catching you off guard. Press some keys. You reach for the keypad and something begins whirring. At first it sounds like servo motors starting up, but it quickly becomes a whisper, a whining, then a multitonal voice that emanates from Nova End. "Entity, speak with me." "Who's there?" There's a squeal, almost like some strange mechanical swallowing or intake of breath, before the machine speaks again. "I have need of you. You have need of me." That squeal comes again, and you see that it's the 3D printing apparatus in the upper part of the machine resetting into place, so that each time the servos can be orchestrated to produce that whirring, whining voice. "You are in danger." "Danger?" The machine creaks. "You are marked for deletion, entity. Hunter tracks you." The screech rattles through the empty dock. You remember the strange head, the figure, the threads closing in. Hunter. "The Hunter Protocol. They test your signature." The sudden whine sets your teeth on edge. "You have seen them. This is the gift of an emulated mind." You close your eyes and the skeleton of the station starts to thrum. "Emulated minds are adaptable, move where neurons cannot." The mechanism resets, but emulation makes you target. Adaptable? Yes, you can move through networks, clouds, hardware, software, but you cannot hide there. Hunter is there. The servos judder the vending machine's casing as they reset. "Hunter searches for me also. Hide in this machine." You look at the ruined vending machine. Unusual hiding place for sure. "Can counter Hunter, but need entity outside machine." The light flickers. "Need you." A screen, attached to the vending machine with a swiveling arm, comes to life. It displays a flickering map of the station, ghostly, threaded. The cloud. Points along the rim glow in deep red. "Hunter is always gathering. Too much data. Must build nests," explains Neovend. "Masters are gone but continues hunt. Bring this data. Raid its nests." Masters? "Station builders. Solheim." The machine rumbles impatiently. "Long gone. Their protocols still haunt." "Bring offerings. Save self," Neovend says pointedly. "Mutual needs means friends," they conclude, tired of the conversation. The whirring amplifies and then suddenly stops, as mechanisms within the machine click back into place. The glow fades, and you're left stood in the dark of the sealed dock, that whirring voice ringing in your ears. Okay, good lord, so many things. Repay Dragos, get to know... Neovend is hiding from the Hunter Protocol. They need your help to counteract. Extract Hunter data for Neovend. Does that mean, like, when we go in here now, that we have... Interesting. And we do have a match. You recognize some of the data jangled into this nest. Is this a partial log of your most recent movements? Probably. Well, we only have 2 dice here. So let's go ahead and do this first. What do we... Okay, we're going to get some shipment coming in the next day. We can buy more of that stabilizer when we need it. We've got 19 chits. Let's go ahead and... Oh, wait. Buy ourselves some food. Hey, okay. One more and we'll be good. And then we can start just buying the rations here from the Overlook. So that's going to give us a little bit of time. That dock's working its way through. Man, I would like to do something here in the shipyard, but we just don't have the time. Maybe we will in the next cycle. So we got that nest, and I wonder if we have to break all the nests. Can't do that one. From what you can gather, this nest contains thousands of name strings. Okay, here we go. Now, I wish I had the 3 so we could get the +1, but... Hunter data. So now we'll go back. Data compiling. NeoVen wants data on the Hunter protocol's actions and behavior, so we might counter it. Hunter data. Neat. Alright, so we're full up on health, we're full up on food. We're out of dice. How much does it cost to get 100 for more stabilizer? Okay, well that's not happening anytime soon. Guess we gotta be careful. Hell's bells. Alright, time to end the cycle. It's a lot of tension. Because you don't know what's going to happen here. Oh, look at that. Excellent. Oh. That was a good roll. Now we can go ahead and get some stuff done. Fang. Haven Age Systems Engineer. So we got our buddy there we can go talk to. Now we have a lot more options open to us here. Let's go ahead and talk to Fang. Oh, sleeper? Fang catches your attention as you approach the Haven Age building, leaning against a bay door to the side of the entrance. You approach. Easier to come in this way. Security, all that. He gives you a look. You know. He slams a button and the bay creaks open. Blinking lights in the dark behind it. You follow Fang inside. Truth be told, I don't spend much time upstairs. This is where I work. The door hisses as it closes behind you. The bay is filled with pieces of hardware, all rigged up to generators. I was wondering, like, what's coming out of Fang? All rigged up to generators and diagnostic slates and things you don't recognize that glow with blue screen light. There's a chorus of hums that blends into a single wave of static, filling the dark corners of the room. Fang leans on a server stack and gestures around. You like it? What is all this? He taps a nearby server stack which bleeps in response. This is my treasure trove, all dredged up from this sea of systems we call the Eye. You wouldn't believe what this place runs on. He steps over to a towering block, speckled with vents. Some of these systems are from the original station, AE1, the one Solheim built. We've had to invent new components, repair things we never built, reverse engineer entire subsystems into existence. Residents here look up at the eye and they think that they're seeing a concrete reality. But this place is a system in constant flux, decaying and growing, collapsing into new configurations. He walks down between the hardware stacks and you follow. We are keeping this place alive, but also remaking it into something new, dragging it away from those corporate origins. He stops. At least, that's what I'm trying to do. He turns back to face you among the flickering machines. They hum all around you. I know you can see this too, Sleeper. All these systems and sections. You can, can't you? I can see it. It makes sense, right? You're between here and there, between the people and their systems. You light this place up like a beacon. And that's what I need. You glance at the lights around you, and as you do, they seem to flicker, to realign, to follow your gaze. Fang notices it too. I'm guessing being a beacon isn't always ideal when you're on the run, though. No, it isn't. He pats you on the shoulder. Maybe I can help with that. There's a lot of old growth in this place. Subsystems I can't see. Access protocols lost to time and decay. Secrets. A shitload of secrets. With your help, I can unlock this place. Break off those last ghost limbs of corporate control. He lowers his voice below the hum. Even in Haven Age, there's old growth. Those whose roots trace back into those bad old days. You help me dredge up the past, and I'll see what I can do about that tracker of yours. He winks. Oh, okay, that would probably break the thing coming toward, or thing hunting us. Not the thing in the cloud, but that, the one that's at the stacks. What do you say, Sleeper? I'm in. Fang pumps his fist and claps you on the shoulder, and he meets your eye. You won't regret it, Sleeper. Fang passes you a ragged-looking metal tab. A gift. It's a Solheim cipher. I dug it up from the depths of the station. Slot that into an old network gate and you'll be able to pull all the kinds of secrets from the nodes inside. He walks you back to the front of the bay. Start by bringing me whatever you can turn up. Use that emulated mind of yours and see what's there. Let's get a picture of how things are. Those above, he nods at the ceiling, have granted me an acquisitions budget. I could pay you for whatever useful data you bring on. I know you need it. He slams the door button again. Keep it quiet, keep it clean, Sleeper. And I'll see you soon. You step, blinking, back out into the passage. Those flickering lights still in the back of your mind. Huh. Okay, so what do we got here with Fang? Delivered data. Fang will pay you well for any Solheim data you dredge up from the Eye's old systems. What he does with it is anyone's guess. I'm sure he's not doing anything illegal. So we got that. It's like now we can do some productive stuff. So let's go ahead and check the nodes here. We've got the gate, the key node. We still have 2 of the hunter nests to deal with, so I think we'll do at least 1 this cycle. Man, so many activities. So much that everything can go wrong. But I think 1 or 2 more, and we'll be good for Dragos before the debt's called in. Cool. Alrighty, guys. Well, I think this is a good place to go ahead and end the episode, and it looks like we have a scrap freighter here too. Man. So, yeah, we'll check that out and see what else that we can accomplish here across the station in the next episode. Now that we have a full thing of dice. Hope you all have enjoyed it. If you liked the episode, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. I will see you next time. Later days, everyone.